Hi, this is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. My video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribe. Topic I'm going to talk to you today about is a celebrity roundup. And this celebrity roundup, I'll be talking about Lizzo trying to call out Young Miami last week, and when she was on a radio show. I also will be talking about Jess Hilarious, saying saying that she wasn't supported by the Breakfast Club. I also going to be talking about Jonathan Major saying marrying Megan Good was the happiest day of his life. I also will be talking about Nia Long and Sherri Shepard, the little incident that happened at the Othello premiere. I also will be talking about Normani getting engaged early up in this month. Those are just some of the topics that I'll be talking about in this celebrity roundup. Like I said, uh, Jessie Hilarious got on her Instagram. I think it was last weekend, and she was saying that she knew that she was going on maternity leave, and so she decided to get a substitute. And she said she recommended Lauren LaRosa, and they were saying Lauren LaRosa came in and to substitute for her, and then this all started off with this NFL player talking on some podcast about Lauren LaRusso was more professional and she did a better job than Jesse Hilarious. And so he the one kind of kicked it off. And then after that, Jesse Hilarious said that that when she came back, she was wondering why Lauren LaRusso was there, and also Lauren LaRusso was doing was doing her part because she was saying they invited her on there to do Jesse for the Met, and she was saying that when she tried to call, I think she tried to call HR. Nobody gave her a round. Tried to call Charlemagne. Tried to call DJ Indy. Everybody was, I don't know. I guess they was ignoring her, not telling her what was going on. And so I guess that's why she got on Instagram live, and she was saying when she first came back from maternity leave, she not gonna lie, she didn't like Lauren LaRusso because Lauren LaRusso was trying to talk over her and all that kind of stuff. And so they kind of aired out on the Breakfast Club, and Jesse Hilarious, it was like 50% of the people agree with Jesse Hilarious, and 50% of the people were the people going for Lauren LaRusso. And Lauren LaRusso is more professional because she has a journalist background. They say she came from TMZ and she was over there. And I think what it was, like I said, when I first started watching the Breakfast Club when they was doing after Angela E left, and I started having a rotating guest host. I was saying, well, Nene kind of messed a little bit with them, but then after a while they didn't do it. And then when I saw Jesse Hilarious, I say, well, she really don't mess with them either that way. I said, but because she funny, maybe that's why. And so it was like and then Lauren said that both of them could work together. If she had any problems with her, she had told Jesse Hilarious, because I saw a little clip of it, and she had told Jesse Hilarious that if they had any problems, they could talk about her, they could talk about it, work it out, off of the radio. But Jesse Hilarious went on and did that, and talking about she had a contract and she wasn't supposed to be there. And she was saying that management and would have told her that they wanted to have 4 chairs instead of 3. She kind of would have accepted it, but nobody didn't tell her that and stuff like that. But I think if it would have been me, I think I would have tried to air it out with human resource behind the scenes. But like she said, when she tried to do that, didn't people ignored her, so maybe that's why she had to do it. But Lauren LaRusso was so nice to her. It was telling her, you if you have any problem with me, I told you we could talk after that. We need to talk right now. And it was like she was just getting so out of the way. And like a lot of people were saying, she took because she got a following through the internet and being on YouTube and social media. And like a lot of people saying, the Breakfast Club hired her because she was hilarious and she had a big social media following, but she didn't have the professionalism to do the news part and stuff. And so it's like Jess Hilarious didn't even want her on that doing the news part. And like I said, people realized that, and I think management realized that Lauren LaRusso was a better fit for them than Jesse Hilarious. Let's just be real about that. And so, I guess I guess they're gonna kind of, I guess they kind of worked it out because I haven't heard anything else. On another note, like I said, Lizzo was trying to trying to trying to trying to correct and get on Young Miami. She was on somebody's radio show, and she did a call in, and she said, "Young Miami, I want to get something straight about what you said on Club Shay Shay." And she said, "What did she said you said on Club Shay Shay that you mentioned my name and said about and said about people can't win for losing as far as losing weight and getting liposuction and BBL and stuff like that." And so she said, "Well, I just want to get a clarification. I want to get clarification." Young Miami said, "I didn't say nothing rude or bad about you. I just said on Club Shay Shay that women can't win for losing. If they're a little bit overweight, they say they too fat. If they get BBLs, they say they got too much plastic surgery." She said, "That's what I was saying. That's why I mentioned no name, Lizzo." Oh, okay. I'm looking at Lizzo. You have been saying for the last 6 months to a year and a half that you have been losing weight through dieting and exercise and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, it offended you. It offended you when young Miami said that. Excuse me. You probably did have a little liposuction or something going on. It wasn't just the natural dieting and stuff. Because you sure got offended by it. On another note, on another note, uh, Wendy Williams passed her physical psychiatric exam, and after that they said she was going to be in a less restricted facility, but she's still fighting to get this conservatorship off. So I hope everything works out for Wendy Williams and stuff like that. And on one more note, Jonathan Majors was saying that he was so happy that uh that he married Megan Good. That was the happiest day of his life and stuff like that. Jonathan Majors, you know that you married Megan Megan Good, and both of y'all married each other for status and publicity because she was a little bit more bigger and higher than you, and then because you had that lawsuit going on with that ex-girlfriend, her name was something Jabbar and stuff, and what it was, she kind of saved your career along with Zeus and stuff like that. I don't like when black men get these get these white women and they be ugly looking too, plain looking, and then when they break up with them and people go talking about them and getting on them, they almost have their career lost, and they want to come flying to a black woman and stuff like that and stuff like that. So I hope everything work out for making good, because I didn't like that way that the the Fawn Franklin boy did her, that so-called preacher. So I hope this is for real, for making good, because she need to have some kind of good karma going on with her. And speaking of that, it was at the Candy Burris Othello play that was going on in New York last week, and I think it was last week. And so they said that Sherri Shepard said on her show that she walked up to some kind of actress and tapped her on the thing, and the actress kind of looked at her funny and stuff, and like she didn't know, and pushed past her. And so when Megan Good heard about it, she said that I'm gonna pause and read to you what she said. Okay, here's the full article. It says Nina Long breaks her silence after alleged Sherri Shepard confrontation at the Othello premiere. It says it is unclear exactly what Shepard had said on her show that sparks long reaction. Needless to say, it looks like the actress now clapped back at the comedian with a post on Instagram hinting that she is unbothered with the situation, posting a stunning snap that captioned all about last night. According to host Nia Long, an unnamed actress approached her at the premiere of Othello, grabbed her arm, and forcefully turned her around, telling her, "You have been shading me a lot." Shepard did not specify a name, but many online deemed it to be Long based on who was in attendance. Speaking about the encounter on her show, I went into the bathroom during admission and waited for 15 minutes for a meeting in the ladies' room. You don't get to grab me and turn me around like we're in a cartoon, just walk away. That's what Nia Long has said. So, like I said, that's what happened. Like I said, people say they don't know who Sheriff Shepard was talking about. She didn't name no name, but I guess after Nia Long got on Instagram and talked about it, people realized that it was her. A lot of times, a lot of these actresses, even though they might see you and y'all might be in the same circles, when it come to a premieres or something like that, they probably, wasn't even really thinking, wasn't even talking and stuff like this. So, Sheriff Shepard got to be very careful because I know she probably was trying to get a reaction or an interview on the red carpet and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of times, those actors and actresses, they be so busy doing the red carpet, taking pictures and trying to talk to different news outlets and stuff like that. And so, I hope everything works out for them. On the last and final note, uh, somebody put it out last week that Marvin Sapp had had told his congregation that he needed $40,000, and he was saying he needed $40,000 because they had to pay for, I guess, the banquet hall, whatever church or whatever place that they was in, and they had expenses and all kind of stuff like that. And he was telling a story about how he about how he took his deceased wife when she was living on a date for $20, and they bought a whole lot of stuff. And then people would say it these days is a cheap date, but that wasn't a cheap date. I say, Marvin Sapp, boy, you probably took that woman out in the late 80s, early 90s, when $20 could buy something. $20 can't buy nothing now, and then people in recession. And what made it go viral, when he told the ushers, don't let nobody could go out of church until they pay. He was talking about, there's a thousand people in attendance here, and probably 1,000 online that's watching. If y'all want to give some money, I'm going to give $100 cash. And he said, oh, now, we all pastors and ministers, we're going to give more than $100. We're going to give $1,000 free. And if you got any electronic thing, walk up here and put up there and let me know that you gave us some money and stuff like that. And he talking about, he talking about, yeah, you're supposed to give tithes and offerings and stuff. And the Bible say you're supposed to be a cheerful giver and stuff. And I'm looking at, yeah, some of those scriptures are in there, but I kind of liked it when I went to Layla Lynn's, and she was saying that's how the manipulation come in, because she was saying all those scriptures that he was quoting are in the Bible, but she was saying that in the Bible, the Lord knows that, he made people, imperfect and stuff like that. And she was saying that the man is supposed to be the head, and the man is supposed to be the leader, the leader. And when he's supposed to be quoting scriptures and doing scriptures, he's supposed to be following what the Lord said, not what he said. And she said that's when it got into his manipulation and his greed, and what you would call him being himself, where he kind of interpreted some of the Bible in there to manipulate the people to give him money. And she said that's when he kind of crossed the line between not obeying God's word and being prideful and doing what he wanted to do. I said, "Ooh, thank you, Lady Lynn, for breaking it down." And then I talked to my niece about it. She said the same thing. She said, "Yeah, all the scriptures was in the Bible." And so he tried to say that he wasn't holding nobody hostage in no church. People misinterpret him and misinterpret. Ain't nobody somebody misinterpret you or did nothing and stuff like that. And I used to like Marvin Sapp because my sister and my mama, they used to listen to gospel music and they used to listen to Marvin Sapp a lot. So it's like people are having a hard time. This recession, like everybody want to get you a little money. But anyway, that's all I have for this celebrity round. Oh, one more thing, like I said, the money. They got engaged to a boyfriend. I think it's around maybe the 12th or 13th of this month. And he was saying the day that I went to Texas, and he brought his family down to Texas because they were down here, and he decided to get engaged to Normani, and they flew back up to I guess Pittsburgh, and that's where he signed to Pittsburgh, and then he decided to get engaged to Normani. So I'm kind of glad that that happened to Normani and stuff like that. That's all I have for this video. This is A. Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.